Here we are, it is July 5th at Peace Health. This is a VST type track, relatively shortish. Here's our start in the grass. This track is 2 hours and 15 minutes old. It was cloudy and a little bit breezy when I laid it, and now 2¼ hours later it is about 70 degrees and sunny, mostly sunny, and not very breezy. This track goes through the grass and then up this ramp that's right ahead of him. He takes this transition up into there really nicely. The little inlet where an entrance is there. I like that he smells the wall. He does that again later. He finds his first article right up ahead here. Everything that is on hard surface here is water spray and scuff. In some of the easier areas, like up here, there's intermittent and no scuff or very light scuff. In areas that are supported, in the like right up here, he gets lost. So this goes forward to the right of the bike rack here. He struggles here. He goes around and around a couple times. But everything that is non-supported in hard surface is sprayed and heavily scuffed. So he passes right over the track there. He goes back up to where he comes from. He's going to do the same thing again right here. He's going to go back around again. And when he comes back down the ramp, I tell him he's good. The first time and the second time he does this. He goes a little bit further up this time. Smells the wall again. So now he comes back down right where I walked, which is relatively close to this wall. And then he takes it perfectly there, and that's exactly where I walked. And then it ends up in the grass right there. His nice body alignment there. And then it turns left and comes on this side of the lamppost, so he overshoots the corner here by just a couple feet, not much. And it has a supported turn out onto hard surface. Right there. This is supported right there. Goes across to the next island. Again, sprayed and pretty heavily scuffed. He takes that pretty well. Again, this is supported here, but he goes up on top of the curb. There's also an article that's at the end of the white line here that he pretty much practically tracks right past. So there's an article right there and he misses that. So I say, hey, what did you find? Or did you miss something? Oh, there it is. It's just a small fabric piece. Gets water for this. And a cookie. And then he's had sometimes trouble starting on a hard surface, so I may have him wait until I'm ready here. And he tracks this really nicely. Right past this pole in the middle of the parking lot is a left-hand turn. There's an arrow on the ground. So this is overshooting the corner here. And so right about here, I'm standing on the corner. He's going to go around, and the corner is behind me here. Now it's to my left. He's checking this out pretty heavily, so I don't know if there's some scent that kind of stuck over there or not. He's going to come around here and puts his nose down and then finds it pretty nicely. Has that nice body alignment again. Takes off. This is exactly correct. There's just stuff in the road there, and then there's an actual article right here. Again, I make him wait for me until I get my stuff together. As you can see, his feet shift. He gets bored with that. But he goes right here. Now the next corner turns right, and there's an arrow pointing to the right, and I swear he overshoots it tiny, and then he sees it, and he goes, oh, it turns right. Right here. So he goes, oh, look, it turns right. Which cracks me up. And that's pretty close to where it is right there. And then he kind of comes off of it a little bit. And then gets back on. There's an article at the end of this line as well, which he kind of just diagonally finds it, but at least he finds it here. Is that good boy? This article is a little piece of plastic with lots of holes. I think it holds a lot of scent, so it was easier for him to find here. So it continues forward, has a supported transition here in this curb, and goes back onto the grass. Turns left down in the center of this little water catch thing, whatever this is. Right there. And then turns left again, right in between the post and the sets of rocks, which is kind of like a little water drain. So he checks out the rocks in here. And then gets on the track here. So this is a non-supported transition that's next here. But he takes it nice and smooth. And he is correct here, and my end article blew over a little bit. So there's my end article, but where he was actually where the track was. Like I said, it was a little breezy, so the article moved over about 2 or 3 feet there.